Hi, my beautiful people. It's Evelyn. Today I'm going to share with you a kitty card. I'm going to be going back to making cards since I haven't done since I came back on YouTube. So I realized also that I'm running down to kids' birthday parties. I don't know, like I ran down, so like I need to make some more. So this is one of the cards I'm going to make today and share it. How cute that little dog is, isn't it? Beautiful, right? So I'm going to show what punches and how to do it. So don't go nowhere. Materials. You're going to need, and all these punches, I'll be honest with you, are from Stampin' Up. So this is the largest that I know of, because I haven't been a Stampin' Up for quite years ago. Is your largest oval punch. You need the big one. You need 2 pieces of that cardstock. Matter of fact, let me just give you the materials that you need. Then I'll get to the cardstock. Then you need the small one, the smallest one that they got there of the oval punch. Then you're going to need, I don't know the measurement. They don't even have measurement on this, but it's the scalloped square punch. If I can get a ruler just to give you an idea. It's not the real big one. It's like 1.5. 1.5, the scalloped square. And then the regular square punch is going to be 1 1/8 of this punch. Then the little circles, you need a 1/4 of a punch for his eyes. And then down his feet, you need 3 1/4. And this bad boy don't even have a size, but I can tell you it's smaller than the 3/4 quarter one. So like that, you'll know, you have an idea. It's the smaller size to this one here, okay? What else? What else? Well, I'll tell you what this is, what the embellishment as I go on. I just wanted to give you the material. All right, and now my card base for the beginners, because I know there's beginners out there, and every time I do a tutorial, I like to always mention, and I know you might be bored saying the same thing, but just think about the beginners, give them a chance to learn also, because I'm positive that they are out there. And I hope you advance crafter, medium crafter, give them a chance too. That's how we learned. So for the beginners, this is an 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I get mine from Stampin' Up. I love their papers, right? Perfect for card making, even scrapbook. I'm no longer a Stampin' Up, so if you know anybody, try them out. It's pretty good. So this 8.5 by 11, you can make 2 cards, which is an awesome thing. So I'm going to cut from the long side, which is the 11-inch side. I'm going to cut it down to 5.5. And then you see we got 2 cards that you can make. So I'm going to put one away. Then I'm going to score this to 4.25. Just be careful with the Stampin' Up one, because this is the blade and this is the scoring blade. So try to remember. So on the scoring blade, I'm going to score this at 4.25. And I don't know if you can see the score line, but it's there. Look how perfect. Okay, so we got that much done. So on my, that's the base. Now the second layer is going to be my light color. Now I always tell my people that if you know the measurement is 4.25 by 5.5, always make your card, if you're going to lay your card, just make it 1 inch shorter. That's how I do it. I'm not going to, on this card, I did the edge scallop. I'm not going to do that because it's going to take too long. Let me turn the corner so you can see better. Because they're going to take too long. But if you want some details on your layers, please do so, because it makes the card pop out even more. But for video purpose, I'm just going to go run through it. So for my first layer, since we already got my base, I'm going to, since it was 4.25, I want mine to be 4 inches. I might want to go down, but it's been a long, okay, here's my scoring, my cut. And then I'm going to I'm going to put that to the side just in case I need it. Oh, there we go. Oh, good, it's 5, because it was 5.5. So this one here, this piece of cloth I was lucky to get, it's 5 inches. So I'm going to put this on my base to see if I'm happy with it. I want to see more of the pink. I don't, so I'm going to trim it down a little bit more. So just take like a half an inch if you need to. So I measured this already to 4 inches. So I'm going to go down to 1 inch. I mean, those little, I could do, matter of fact, you know what? I should just do, let me do 3 3/4. That's a whole lot, but let me do the same. No, that's good. And I'm going to do the same thing with the 5. I'm going to probably do 4 1/4. Didn't wait to make sure. Yeah, it was 5 inches. And 4 1/4. Now let me see now. Perfect. Now you see? You can see it's so bright in here. But you see the pink, how it peeks out so much around it? Now, just keep in mind, if you guys were doing a border, leave it extra bigger because, of course, when we use our border like the scallop, it's going to bring that, it's going to take those inch shorter. So just keep in mind that. If you're not doing it, this is good to go. So this is my first part. Now I got the third part, which is got to be a little smaller than my second layer. And I'm going to my third layer, which is that brown chocolate one. You know, I'll be honest with you, this is what I do. I'll be honest with you. This is exactly what I do. To make it easy for everyone, this is how I do it. Sometimes you can mark it. I like, see, you're able to see the layer? Well, I first cut this up because I know this is going to fit nicely. So I like the way that comes out. So I'm going to draw a little line, or I can go over it, but I'm scared that I might. Okay. So I did a little line here, which is okay. I measured out with 5.5, a little bit, 2 inches before the 4. I'm not so good with this scoring numbers. That's why I want to get that score everybody's talking about. Gives you the 4A, 6A. I'm not good at that. I really ain't. All right. So then, let me see. Oh, I'm doing this one. No. Sorry. Oh, it's still, see how my, I have to cut it smaller than that. Let me see. Yeah. So what size is this? Hold on. It's 3 1/4. I'm sorry, 3 3/8. What am I talking about? 3 3/8. So I like the way that looks. I'm doing it wrong. That's why. I'm actually doing this wrong, the base. Alright. So let me see if I got this. I'm going to go to 3 1/2. I'm going to do this. Matter of fact, I'm going to do this 4 1/2. And I'll give you the size exactly what fits nicely. I'll still need more. So, see, you can see some people like it this way. I want the cream to pick out more, so I'm going to make this a little more smaller. So probably just take like an 1/8. And then take an 1/8, just a little bit, that's it. When I was a demonstrating teacher, the good part was that all my, when I used to do class, I never had them cut. I used to pre-cut everything, leave it on a plastic bag so they can know that's everything they need that we make it is in that bag, which was so much fun and easy for me. Alright, so it goes, oh, this is perfect. So this is what you want it to look like, just like this. Okay, so we've done, I know it's hard for you to see what's behind here, but there's 3. You got the base, you got 1 layer, and you got the third layers. And like I said, it depends how you. Now we're gonna start cutting down the doggy, so we can start making the doggy now. I'm gonna put my brown because this is exactly what I'm gonna use to make my doggy. And depending what color you choose, I choose this color so it can can match my I could have had this color, but you know what? I want 3 colors. You can do either or. So I'm gonna need 2 of the large oval punch. 1, 2. Okay, that's for the oval punch, the big one. I'm going to need 2 of the small oval punch, the smallest one. 1, 2. And then I'm not going to put him away, not the small one, but I'm going to need 1 small one and a pink one because of the nose right here. You see that piece right there? He has a little nose that's sticking out. Let me show you. See this right here? And then I'm going to cut 1 more small one for the mouth. You can see that. Alright? So don't put them away. So that means you got 2 for the ears, 1 for his nose, and then I need a cream color for his mouth to be able to see that. Okay, and that all the small oval punch, right? So these are what you're going to have right here. Oh, and now we need the eyes. Hold on, we're going to get the black one. Even though I had some over here, I used the 1/4 circle punch. I cut down 2, which I have in front of me already. Went and did that. Then on the 3/8, which I think I should have did it in this color. I used the wrong one. Let me put that one away. So I'm going to use 2 of these. All right, now I'm using, remember, and then I'm going to use this circle punch. Right, this circle punch will, just remember, I don't have the size for this one, but it's smaller than the 3/4 one, okay? So you'll have an idea what punch I'm saying. So I need, hold on, I got just the beige one, okay, hold on. I'll put the material down below, so like that, if not, I'll put it, usually I like to put it next to me, what punch on, when I'm ready to put the punch on, I usually like to measure it there too, so either way, you're not going to mess this out. Alright, so I got all the materials out, hopefully, then I'll come back a little later. Oh, I'm missing this, I'm missing that. What I like to also do, I like to edge my, my colors, so I'm going to take all the colors that I get. I'm using the Distress Ink by Tim Horn, and I'm using the Freya Burlap. I like that color. I don't want it too dark. I want it to more look like a shadow. Did I do this? You know what? I just realized I didn't do the square. I told you it was going to come back. For the square one, I need a chocolate one. I'm sorry, guys. I just having to look and say, where's my square? I just pick up any scrap, but the color of your choice, and I'm going to chop them up because you just need 1 of the scalloped circle punch. And for the, put this one down. And for the 1 1/8 square punch, I need 1 of those, so that's what's going to hold the sign. Now I remember that, okay? And I did that because I realized I see the sign right there, so I didn't cut it. So I like to also edge up, give it some dimension on this one too. Okay, hopefully this is it. For the punches, so start making the body. That's the fun part. Alright, so I'm going to put this to the side and making sure that this is the one that I cut down. Nope, that's not, see how tricky things get. Alright, this is it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it down to, you know what, I'm not going to glue it, just in case if it messed up I can take it off, right? So let me just work on this because this is exactly what I'm going to do my doggy into this color. So I'm going to take the large oval punch and I'm going to pop it up with one of my pop dots. So I'm going to put it in the middle. So I'm not taping him down. I want him to be, you know, I want him to pop up. Okay, so hopefully, you know, I did it right. Then on your other second, hold on guys, my mouth is so dry, it needs water. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to take the large second oval punch and I'm going to cut it. It's no wrong or right, you don't need the whole thing, just cut it to the middle, don't worry. Now for this one, it's going to be tucked in, so you don't need to pop it. I'm going to use my glue. I like these dollar stick glue. They work. They work for me. They work beautifully. I have no problem, especially when I'm in a rush. Oh, no problem at all. We got to, you know what I did? We got to brush them. Give them some color too. We need that for the body. Oh no, I'm going to turn them over. I'm going to pick the wrong one. Okay. So I'm going to tuck them in. Don't go all the way. Just, you know, just enough to have look that looks like this. Right? It's like nothing, right? Wondering, we should make it a dog out of this. Okay, I'm going to start with the ears. Now for the ears, I'm going to do it, I see how I have one slanted up and one slanted on sideways because that's a happy doggy. So I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to put some on where I put the stretch against because I'm going to tuck him underneath. I'm not going to paste him down. I want to be able to, because the big one is popped up, you don't need to. So I'm going to go down like this. And you have one. And then for his other ears, I'm going to do the same thing. Where you dip the brush end is where you want to put some of the glue in, because when you put it against, you'll be able to see the shadow of your distress. Oh, telling you guys that I'm over here already. Okay. And this one here, I'm going to put him on the side. So cute. It looks like nothing now. Okay, that's so far so good. Now I'm going to take his eyes, which is going to be, I know I had my, let me see, how did this go? Let me put my pasty on. Or my fan, because I didn't want this, you know, I had my sticky, where is it? Oh, God, I hope you guys aren't watching me here. Okay, we got it. My little sticker. I'm going to do this. Let's put in his eyes. I love this stuff. I just don't want to stick him on the... Okay. So far so good, guys. I don't think I can go a little closer. Hold on. Oh, this is good. Okay. All right, now we're going to do his nose. I mean, his mouth, which is going to be right here. Did I furnish them? Why not? Why not? I'll put some, what's my glue thing? Now watch, I'll lose it later. Okay, I'm going to go across. Looks like nothing, right? Okay, so it's going to look like this. Then, what's that one pink one, which is right here? what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it half because I want it in the middle of his nose, because you know he's got that little peeking. It just gives him a dimension. His little nose, his tongue was sticking out, going like that in a direction. But it looks cute. It looks cute. So I'm going to cut a little bit of that part there. I can't tell you how much. Once you do this, you'll determine, you know. Before I glue, I make sure if it's small enough or it's too big. So mine was kind of too big, so I'm put it in first. I need a little bit more. I think this is good. Otherwise, you won't have a nose. Alright, so I'm going to go on top of the edge. I have to bring it close to me, guys, and then I'll show you. Make sure he's right there. Take a look like that. I don't know, can you see? Oh, it's really bright. And I don't know how to brighten this out. Okay. Now, like I said, I take pictures in the end, so you get a bit of, a better view. I'm that good of a person. All right, I'm going to take a pencil, and I'm just going to draw. You see this line he has right here? He's got a little middle line and a little smile. Okay, so we're going to give him something, so he'll have go around. And I do it by, I'm not a drawer for nothing in this world, but I think make it a line and do a little better. He's looking like something now, right? Cute. So cute, cute, cute. All right, now let me see if I have, oh wait a minute, it's supposed to be white. No. I need a white, something white for his eyes, and I can't believe I can't find my gel white pen. Oh, I'm going to take care of him later. It'll be, see how pretty the white shows? I can't find my white gel. How cute. I haven't seen it for a long time because I have no purpose, but you know, the majority I had to get rid of a lot, so I definitely need to get white. I thought I had white pencil around here. I'm telling you, my grandkids, they come and they just take it all. So just pretend we got white in here. Now for his body, I'm going to take, I will work his feet out, but I'm going to attach the body so it gives me an idea of how I'm going to do his feet and his little tail. Now this one is, I'm using pot dots. Don't peel it yet, because the stamp that I use, because I don't know if you're able to see it, it says, look who's turning, with the bold parenthesis, and you can put the number right there. Is that a cute saying? Well, it's this one right here. And I'll be honest with you, this is one of the ones that I selling. If you go into my, several months ago, I have a bunch of Stampin' Up! Stamps that is still out there. I only got like one buyer, and that was it. But this is one of the punch that I'm going to use, and I'm thinking about it. Should I keep it or, I don't know. But if I get a buyer, it'll be there. That's it. No big thing. I said someday. So I'm using Close to Cocoa, and I'm going to stamp on that. I usually stamp and then punch, but for beginners, I would recommend that you stamp it on a piece of paper, then use your punch. But when you stamp this long as I have, and watch for talking, I probably make this a little crooked. No, it came out. I can't believe it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to paste them down to my scalloped square. Now I'm going to peel off the pot dot sticker. I'll make sure I'm not. Okay, I'm going to put them up right there. Okay, so now I'm going to put his two little feet right there in the bottom. And I'm not going to use any pot dots, so I'm just going to glue them down. You can make so many different ways of making doggies. I just love this one. This was the first when I was when I was in the demonstrator and I was going to classes, and this was my first class. And since that, I love that doggie. There's so many ways that you could do dog, an image of the dog with punches, so you don't have to do it with stamps and stuff like that. But I love this one. Okay, so the little one here is going to be for his paw. I'm going to give it some color. There. I don't know, but I be honest with you, I've been using since I what was that runner? This one here, for some reason, I mean, because I don't know, maybe because it's so old, it's jamming on me. I like two of them that I jammed on. I picked a couple of, let me tell you, they do work. They do. If you let it dry up for a day, you will have a hard time ripping that up. These glue stick for $1, no, it's really good. All right, let's see. Okay, since I don't have any white, I give it a stitch. So since I don't, you see it here? Look how cute. So if you want yours with scallop, you can do it. I don't have the white gel, so don't forget to put the eyes with the gel. And you see, I call them the fake stitch. So that was white dots. I mean, with this one here, because it's a dark color, you won't be able to see that. So I hope you have a white gel. You can go around, bring it the way you like it. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so then we can't. I gotta get the tail. Hold on. Where's my tail? Gotta get that tail for the Let me use one of this. What I did was, this is gonna probably be a little harder because I wish I had that big one. The big one will help a lot. Let me see. You know what? Maybe I could do it with my hands. I did it with the punch, but my luck, forget it. So I'm gonna do freehand and hope it comes out. Okay. Probably did. I made like a sliver, but a curve. So cute. Let me see if that's gonna go. Oh my god, it came out cute. I just gotta cut it down a little bit. Too long. Okay, I'm gonna pass in some of this. Put this little tail behind. Oh, look how cute. Is he cute or what? Alright, let me close this up. Now I'm going to paste them down. Oh, before I do that, I'm sorry. The soda, let me close this up. The soda, can I get my soda thing, whatever you call this? I love this. I use this on my Santa Claus Christmas card. You know, Santa Claus, his bucket, we call it his bell bucket. Oh goodness, because I can't. You know what I'm talking about, right? I use this. A lot of people they got a kick out of it, and they come in different size. I collect them. I have all different types of size. I got even these big ones. See, look how big this one is. You can make embellishment with this. You'd be surprised. So, well, how I did mine was I took a piece of ribbon. And I'm going to do mine's pink because it's a she. So I'm going to go through this hole, come out to the other one. And of course, with my hands, how do you say, I can't hold things too long with the hands. I have problems, just problems. Everybody has problems, right? All right. So it's going to look how cute. It's going to look like this. Just to give it a cute dimension. So I'm going to put it underneath. Or, you know what? Let me see. Before I close it, because it's going to go around there. You know what? I'm going to put some tape in here. I'm going to use this for now. I could have used the corner punch for the, make it like a over, but that's okay. This is just to give you the main thing is that I really wanted to make the card to show you how to make a doggy. I'm going to show you, Sarah, after I finish this one, I'm going to show you some cards that I'm, so, you know, there's going to be like in between, you know, DIYs and whatever, the house, like a technique or something like that. But I noticed that I don't have a card made before. So I don't want to put it here because you got to write something, so I'm going to put it around here. So what I'm going to do before I cut the ribbon, these are my little scraps that I have. Okay, so I'm going to cut that down. Make that the way I want to. So here I'm going to use my glue gun because I don't have strong glue for this. And don't worry about it. Before you close it, just make sure it's nice and even. And you go to the other side, like mine's moved a little bit, and you want to make sure you're right there. See? Now I'm going to glue that one in. It's so cute. Now I'll put the base on. Now I can always, sometimes I do that, I kind of like lift my cards. I don't know what it is with this lifting thing, but I'm not going to do that. Just to show you what I wanted. So I'm going to use this Dollar Tree glue stick. Something from Dollar Tree, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, this thing really works. It really works. It had hold of a few things that I needed, and it really works. Just make sure when you put your card base, make sure you don't do it the wrong way. You know how many times I put it and I did it on the sides that it didn't open? Oh yeah, I had an incident like that. But this is it. Look how pretty. It's pretty pretty. It would take you really faster because I'm showing to you and giving you the detail. That's why it's taking a little long. But I want to show you guys. Look at the cards if you want me to start, because Christmas is coming around the corner. But I just want to show you some of the cards that I made with punches. Look at this bumblebee card. Look how cute. I even made a dress with the jumbo scalloped punch. This is a one scalloped punch that I made that dress. And there's a punch where you can make pocketbooks. You can do that little punch can do everything. This is more like a party, another kid's party. That's another one. And if you're interested in me doing one of these cards that I'm showing you, I'd be glad to, do it for you if you like it. This one here is my favorite one. Look how cute. You don't think any kid, I think the mother would truly keep this card because it's so cute. And it's handmade, And this is done by punches. This is my favorite. I love owls. I have an owl punch. And this is, and what I like, this is not only the owl, this background, it's a technique. I call it the ghost technique. It's with glossy cardstock where you emboss and use 3 or 4 different kind of colors. It's really a nice technique. This is another pretty card. Here goes the other one with my owl. I want to glaze. Look how cute. Now, this one here is a very simple card, but a beautiful technique. I also call this the ghost technique because you see the leaf? Once you emboss it, and you have to do this with clear embossing, and then you brush it off, and once you use the embossing powder, it won't grab the ink. It's a very, very pretty technique, but this is one. Now, look how pretty for an engagement. I had one girl, I was looking for it, but of course I can't find it, that I did her invitation was something like this, but it was black and white, really pretty. But you can use this as an engagement or anniversary, anything, a birthday. Look how pretty. Look at this one. And this is, and I'm trying, this is all punches. This is also a punch. That bell is a punch. These are all punches. We got the Christmas bell going. Now I do have, this is from Stampin' Up. I do have the stamp and the punches that coordinate with the stamp. And they also, I think this from Stampin' Up, the background. But this is a nice Christmas card. And look at this one. Another one. Forever. You can even use these for invitations. Look how pretty. An engagement. It's gorgeous, right? And do I have any shabby chic? No, I don't. I do have a lot more, but this is another pretty one, and I love it. This has a lot of layers. I mean, you got like, you can feel the layers on this. It's very thick, but I'm not sure if I do have that image. I think I sold that stamp. And looking at it, I kind of regret it. All right, that's it for, one more thing. Now, I made these boxes. Look how pretty with the butterfly. My daughter wanted me to make, I don't remember what color was it, but the girl liked butterfly, but it was for a guy. He actually bought some candy, and inside the candy was an engagement ring. She says, "Mom, you got to make a box." So she was like, he was telling Evelyn, "I don't know how to, put it in. I don't know what to do." She says, "You know what? Mother might come up with something." So I made something like this, and when she opened, her engagement ring was in there, but he had some candy in there. To this day, she still has it, and and I feel good every time we talk. She still has it. It's very, I think it's a cute little box. Like I said, if you want me to show you how to make this, I can also, and you also got the little box where you can put the treat inside there too. All right, and now this here, I'm working on it. I haven't finished yet because this is going to probably take a while. This house is made out of this stamp, die cut right here. Now, you know they got different sizes. The one that made this house is this one right here. I did all four, and then I did the door. And this is this bird. I think it's a Stampin' Up punch bird that I have. And look at the windows, because I have a punch where it can cut like that from those windows. And I put some curtain, you can see the lace and some flowers. Rooftop, like I said, I haven't finished. I have a die cut, a little die cut. It's a very thin die cut tree, which I'm trying to see if I want to put it behind here. I'm not sure, but I haven't finished it. But this is one that I might do a tutorial on this, so I'm working on this one here. So I haven't finished it yet, because I think I want more to it. But these things, when you look at it, it looks like they're all together, but they're not. They separate each other. I'm sorry. Let me look at it. And then you see how they separate. It's so cool. I like it. This is the first time I got to use it. And I always said I want to make a house. I want to make a house. And I finally did it with this stamp doing this. And this is a technique, because I have a stencil like the brick. So I did that too. Yeah, this might be a next, I don't know when, but I'll have this one out, and that's it. I hope this is, wait a minute, I'm sorry guys, I need to show you more stuff that I made. And there's under here. It's such a pretty, a lot of people's into that stick pens. Here you go. Oh, here goes mine. Those stick pens that everybody makes? Well, this is how big, this is like, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. You see how big this pen stick? Now you see this here, what's so cool about it, it has a thing to, poke yourself with when you're working, so I like that. And a long time ago, one woman says, "Oh my God, can you send me, and I'll send you an extra one." I says, "Don't worry about it, I'll send you. All you're going to do is the extra one, can you make me one out of yours?" So instead of sending her one, I sent a couple of them. So this is the one that I made for myself, and look how pretty. All right, and how long this is? Where's my stick there? So I'm going to tell you how long this stick pen is. This is a 6-inch, yeah. 6 inches. 6 inches long. So I'm going to show you, this is how, when we did the swatch, she made a box. Look, and to this day I don't take it. I think this is like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't get rid of it. I appreciate things like this. Look how beautiful. Look how cute she put hers in. He made it really simple but very pretty. And then one more I have. Look at this one. Oh, I can't even take it out. Look how beautiful. Can you? That's that butterfly fringes. This is it's gorgeous. What you can do with these stick pins. So if anybody wants to do a swap with stick pins, and if you don't have any long ones, I'd be happy to give you one, and then you have to give me one of yours. I mean, like if I give you two, send one back to me, and then we could trade from there. But if you do have them, let's do a swap on that. I don't mind doing that. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this card tutorial. I'm going to start slipping in some cards because I haven't done that for a while. And for the newbies, you happen to stumble, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, click that bell that tells you when I'm notified. I still haven't seen any comments, but I appreciate the number of views. I just wish I heard of something. Where am I doing wrong? I mean, you're not going to make me feel bad. This is going to teach me more. I want to do less talking. That's one thing I need to work on. I know I do. But like I said, if I did the talking, it's just to help for the newbies. You know what I'm saying? When I feel comfortable, then, you know, then I'll go shorter. But until then, this is me, Evelyn. We'll be back with a next tutorial. Have a blessed night.